Week 3 of Reefscape has come and gone. Oh, we're halfway there. Wow! 15 regionals to talk about, with a lot of 1 seeds coming from the lower bracket. Lot of numbers, but numbers don't mean anything. Let's get into this. Starting off with the Brazilian regional, one of 2, I believe, this year. Shout out Brazil. The 1 seed took down the 6 seed. See what I mean? 6 seed in the finals? Numbers don't mean anything. Octopus and RPRT Hawks beat Megazoid and Sharks in match 11, which bumped them to the lower bracket. Magic Island Robotics played defense before getting stuck on algae, which seemed to be another common theme in finals matches from this week. Despite no defense from Blue for a bit, and great defense by Mega Harpy, Blue still pulled ahead with a small lead. No bots got off the ground, and the 1 seed took it by 12. The 2 seed of Gur and Ozone beat the 1 seed of Igniters and Ranger Robotics at the Finger Lakes Regional. The return of organey prongingy. The 2 seed eked out the narrow victory in Finals 1, with a little penalty going a long way. Finals 2 was not as close. Blue combined for 6 top tube and auto, which should have been 7 if this tube stuck to the mark. 6911 Sobots played the filthiest defense at the Coral Station. Cannot be overstated how maniacally they mechanically manipulated their opponent. The drive coach can attest, they studied every match the Igniters and Ranger Robotics played. They knew that if the Igniters didn't get a correct coral placement at the Coral Station, they could only cycle it to the trough. All of this took time and points off of the board. Gur and Ozone, meanwhile, filled up that reef. Red's deficit grew after Raider Robotics got hit with Talbot syndrome, and Blue did not let up in the slightest. Each side only got 1 climb, but the 2 seed got the huge win. Moving on down to the Rocket City Regional, lots of 1 seeds coming from the lower bracket. This one no different. The 1 seed of Gear It Forward and Cyber Tribe took down the 2 seed of the Beak Squad and Engineers of Tomorrow. The 1 seed got 5 high tubes in auto, which effectively let them take this match wire to wire. Beak Squad worked algae with their quick swap and had to deal with the great defense from Gem City Grid Runners. Gear It Forward got hung up on algae following a collision with Rad Robotics, but Cyber Tribe freed them as Red almost took the lead. Blue only got 1 up in endgame, while Red got 2, but the 1 seed got the very narrow win. 5 points. 5 points, okay? That is this coral drop right here. That's the points. Another 1 seed coming from the lower bracket at the St. Louis Regional. The 1 seed of Rush and Ratchet Rockers beat the 2 seed of Robohounds and Midas's Mayhem. Another one that was effectively conquered in auto, with the 1 seed getting 6 tubes up there in the first 15 seconds. Rush worked on tube while Ratchet Rockers scored tube and algae. Robohounds and Midas's Mayhem just focused on tube to keep up with the 1 seed's downpour. Rush got stuck on algae, but Ratchet then got them unstuck. That reef disparity became very evident as there was no slowing the 1 seed down. Ratchet and Rush both got up, as the Robohounds did the same. And I like the Robohounds' climb, okay? We've seen Tavi pullers, we've seen grappling hooks, but the Robohound just gives the cage a nice hug, right? Just a little friendo, nice little hug for the deep climb. Points for style, I'll give them that. Gotta find a silver lining here as the 1 seed comes away with the huge win. The 2 seed of Siege Robotics and SS Prometheus beat the 1 seed of Denim Venom and Tech Pirates at the Magnolia Regional. If Denim Venom sounds familiar, they were finalists at Arkansas last week. Denim cycled Algae with their speedy bot, but the 2 seed scored quicker at the reef. Prometheus just kept missing the barge with some of those shots, but the reef score kept the lead in their favor. The Bula bots played amazing defense to slow the 1 seed down, as Siege and Prometheus did not let up. Siege got a deep climb, while Prometheus almost got the park. Come on, like right in millimeters? Atoms? Get the note card out. Come on. I think it should be a park. They needed those 2 points, okay? They only won by 33. It should have been more. Going up to the Great North at the Great Northern Regional in Grand Forks, where the Tool Cats and Thunder Robotics took down Charger Robotics and Ultraviolet. This match went back and forth with top tube matching top tube. Charger Robotics had that windmill arm to score, while Thunder had that claw to handle Algae, and those Algae points really made a difference. Just look at the difference in Algae. Raiders of the Lost Spark locked down the Coral Station, keeping the 2 seed from getting back in it. The 1 seed got the double deep climb and the 42-point win. Taking a look at the Leon Regional, attempting to take a look, because judging by this camera quality, this was filmed sometime in the 90s, right? Just home video recorder, mail it in to Tom Bergeron to win a trip to Disney. The 1 seed took the commanding lead out of Otto with Cerobotics and Lambot, combining for 4 top tube, and Otto with the 5th one almost getting there. Voltec and Panteras tried to keep up, but Panteras bottomed out on Algae, requiring their partner to take time to free them. The 3 seed also didn't run a defense bot, with all 3 robots trying to keep up with Cerobotics and Lambot, but that 1 seed just completely dominated the match. Blue got the double deep climb, while Red got that triple deep climb. A clean match, and the 1 seed got the big W. The 1 seed of High Rollers and Pair of Dice Robotics played against the 2 seed of Cobra Commanders and Team Taters in 3 very close and very exciting matches. Literally, anyone could have won any of these matches. The 1 seed should have won Finals 1, but 18 points of penalty goes a very long way. Cobra Commanders got Algae going in Finals 2, with Pair of Dice and High Rollers just focusing strictly on tube. This one went back and forth and back and forth. Literally, you blink and the lead changes. These numbers are going all over the place. Both sides got the double deep, but Blue forced the tiebreaker. Because I don't need sleep or anything. The tiebreaker looked exactly like the second match. It even had the same scores coming out of Otto. It once again went back and forth with Algae matching Tube, Tube matching Algae, First Year Ravens defense matching Mega Meadowbot's defense. I watched this live. I had no idea who's gonna win this. Neither did the scores. They just kept swapping back and forth. The lead changed like a bajillion times. Both sides got the double deep climb, but sometimes 20 points of penalty goes a very, very long way, and the 1 seed gets the narrow comeback. The Arizona North Regional also went to 3 matches because I just cannot have an easy week. Whereas Utah had 3 very close and very consistent matches, AZ North had them all over the place. The Hawaiian Kids and Team 8-Bit, reigning world champion 8-Bit, decimated the Charging Champions and Nomad in the first one. And if Nomad looks familiar, Nomad won Orange County in week 1. The second pick of the second seed, Coltech Robotics, was a no-show in Finals 1. Thus, a 105-point win for the top seed. Match 2 saw the 1 seed's autos not quite working exactly how they drew it up. 8-Bit seemed to have issues with their mechanism and went to defend Coltech, leaving the Hawaiian kids to work tube all by themselves. Did not help that NKMTC got called for penalties while defending blue, which added to the 1 seed's woes. But that's why we played these best 2 out of 3. The 1 seed got a win with the 3-on-2. The 2 seed got a win with the 3-on-2. Rule of threes here. Third one gets way weirder, okay? Way weirder. And everything that could happen happened in this one. And all the things that should have happened didn't happen. The 1 seed got the lead out of auto, even though the autos didn't get the beats down again, because the 2 seed didn't get the beats down in auto even harder. Peep the reactions in the background, okay? That drop had them stressing. The charging champions stalled out at the start of Teleop, leaving Nomad as sole scorers. And believe you me, NKMTC was all over that matchup on defense. 8-Bit got stuck on Algae, and then the Hawaiian kids freed them. Then 8-Bit forced Coltech to back up onto some Algae, and Coltech got stuck on that Algae. So Blue only had 1 moving robot, and not only were they still in it, they took the lead. Nomad placed a piece of Algae to put them ahead, and I honestly think they should have gone for more. The 1 seed wasn't focused on Algae, and Nomad still had time to put some more up into the barge. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. And the 1 seed triumphs in the most chaotic tiebreaker, in the most chaotic finals series I've seen this year, by 2 points. The 1 seed beat the 5 seed after the 5 seed went on a run in the lower bracket, and the first time I get to talk about a regional from China. We have footage! Kudos to all the techie type people that made this possible. We can get hyped about watching a regional in China, because if Blair's there, the hype's there. And Chris Moore, sheesh. Shanghai's putting the Avengers together. Iron Pulse and Prototype went to work against Barker Redbacks and Elephant Bot, filling up the top row only 25 seconds into Teleop. All blue bots scored tube, but Wolfa the Wolf played amazing defense, all without drawing any penalties. It was still a very close match, with the 5 seed almost forcing a tiebreaker, but only Barker got up for blue, while Red broke out their grappling hook and nailed the triple deep climb. A different story had that not happened, and they eke out the 8-point win. Taking a look at the Tallahassee Regional, with the 1 seed of Team Voltage and Exploding Bacon beating the 2 seed of the Pink Team and Sigma Cat Robotics. The 1 seed got the 49-point win in Finals 1 after Ballista Bots bottomed out on Algae at the start of Teleop. Finals 2 was all tube, with Ballista Bots cycling Algae into the processor. A bold strategy which didn't let them pull ahead score-wise, because that human player was a certified bucket. Close until Capital City Chaotic Coders laid a hit onto the Pink Team that made them fumble a tube into their robot, leading to a penalty and taking them out of scoring potential. Voltage was the only bot getting up, but the 1 seed still got the event high score and the 20-point win. Way out to the West Coast for the LA Regional, where the Warbots and Torbots, that had to have been on purpose. Okay, that had to have been. The Warbots and Torbots beat E-Mono Robotics and Clockwork. The 1 seed got the lead in auto and did not look back. West Terrence played very effective defense at the Coral Station that slowed those cycle times way down. Torbots worked in some free throws which helped extend their store. Look at that form, just bucket. The 1 seed got the double D climb, while E-Mono couldn't get all the way up off the ground. Hard to tell from this angle, but that's why it all gets reviewed. I don't know, maybe break out the note card again. I think they got off the ground. Lopsided victory as Red gets the 84-point win. Onto the Silicon Valley Regional with a top seed that should be illegal. FRC scriptwriters, why did you put these two teams together? You already know who I'm talking about. I haven't even said their names yet. Madtown and Bread on the same alliance is world-ending, okay? 1323 rolled into Woodside with a damn Decepticon and put up a new world record in just their 7th match, okay? The duo of 1323 and 5940 put up 6! Top tube in auto, with Madtown getting a 4th down low. Madtown and Blazing Bulldogs put up algae for their sides, but Madtown cleared out all that algae while the 2 seed still had to play around it. M-Set Fish played stellar defense on the Gear Gremlins, causing them to get hung up on an algae before getting freed by the Bulldog. The 1 seed practically maxed out the reef with a minute left as Madtown turned to the trough in a proper offering to the tube gods. Both sides got a double deep climb, but the 1 seed came away with the 108-point win. 108 points. Come on, you could have just put it in neutral, just gone to hang with like a minute left. Stop! He's
already dead.
The 1 seed of Team NF and Pars Robotics took down the 2 seed of Kaiser and Callister at the Ankara Regional. Week 3 has absolutely jaded us just completely with all of these high scores. We've seen qualification matches routinely crossing the 200-point mark, meaning this finals match was relatively low scoring. Kaiser got stuck on algae, so Callister needed to free them. Then Callister got stuck, like really stuck, and Kaiser needed to do the rescuing. The 1 seed almost filled up level 4, which, that's points. Team NF got some algae up top as well for good measure. The lowest scoring finals match by far this season, but a win's a win, and the 1 seed gets it 89-51. Ending things off at the Sacramento Regional with quite possibly the finals matchup that everyone hoped for. The Citrus Circuits and Cheesy Poofs against 5-seeded Buchanan Bird Brains and Team Scream, all world champions, the latter of whom beat the Cheesy Poofs in the Einstein Finals last year. Team Scream from Sedalia, Missouri, not even remotely close to Sacramento, did not want to wait till Worlds for the potential rematch. They wanted to show up to the Cheesy Poof's backyard and say, "I'm here!" Primo script writing by the FRC gods. These bots had the fastest autos I've seen thus far, with the 1 seed putting up 6 tubes in auto. Scream and Poofs went head to head with algae, while the Bird Brains had intake issues, so they switched to defense. Cheesy and Citrus nearly maxed out the reef as the Bird Brains went for the early climb. Never a good sign. Rambots and Scream tried to make up the deficit, but against the 5th and 9th highest scoring offenses in the world, you can only do so much. The Poofs and Citrus circuits got their deep climbs, and the 1 seed got the win by 41. The Cheesy Poofs continued their streak of regional wins and snagged their 9th as a tandem with the circuits.
You can't keep getting away with it!
We made it to the end, and it's only ramping up from here. Back half of the regular season coming at you real quick. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the week 4 recaps, and let me know what I should talk about in the bits, because 15 regionals, mate. I'm sure there is a lot I haven't gotten to. And as always, gracious in victory, professional in defeat. Amen.
Ceza gelecek şimdi şansını. Pars bir daha geldi. Yine isabet yok. Bu arada 90-24 altı bir Ike var ve şu an devrilmek üzereler. Gary son anda kurtuldu galiba. Evet, kurtuldular son anda.